Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our Week 9 Monday Mayhem recap of the weekend. Another awesome game of a slate of games in the NFL this weekend. I don't know if you guys are watching that Oakland versus Steelers game, but wow, what a football game. So much going on, so many touchdowns. 38-35, I believe, was the final score. Amari Cooper with a touchdown. Michael Crabtree having a resurgent season with 2 touchdowns. And how about Derek Carr going on the road and getting it done? Guy's a stud. Hopefully some of you are fortunate enough to play him in DFS. I was all over Drew Brees this week, so I did pretty well in DFS this week, but Derek Carr had a great week. And on the other side of the ball, Antonio Brown, showing that he is an irreplaceable talent. And I feel so bad for him and people who own him in season-long fantasy leagues because Ben Roethlisberger came out of this game with a sprained left foot injury. It was weird. He got turned around on a sack, and the guy just landed on his foot awkwardly. His foot was kind of like this, and the guy came down and crunched his foot. So he's out for 2 weeks. Luckily for the Steelers, they're playing Cleveland next week at home, and then they go into their bye. So Ben's going to get 3 weeks to rest up and get back on the field. But unfortunately, that really hurts Antonio Brown's projection in the coming week. For those people who picked up D'Angelo Williams in their season long or played him on DraftKings and FanDuel this weekend, golf clap. If you had teams with Antonio Brown and D'Angelo Williams, I had a few of them, so I got really lucky this week. Or not lucky, but it just played out because I figured they were both going to have really nice games, and so I made a lot of lineups with those two, and it's paying off for me so far. Granted, this is being recorded on Monday, so we still have to see what happens tonight's Chargers-Bears games, but could be a good week for me if everything stays close to how I have it right now. With that said, I want to give you guys a quick update on the Dion Lewis injury. Dion Lewis has officially been announced with a torn left ACL out for the season. That really sucks. Dion Lewis is a great story. A guy who's come back from a lot of injuries, always been the undercard player, never really found the right fit, and then he goes to Bill Belichick's team and he becomes a star. And then he gets halfway into the season gets hurt, torn ACL. So I hope to see him back next year with the Patriots, but he's out of contention for the rest of the season. So bye-bye Dion Lewis. It remains to see on what's happening with Teddy Bridgewater in Minnesota. Teddy Bridgewater took a cheap shot hit when he was sliding on the ball. Linebacker came over the top of him, hit him with his shoulder in the helmet, knocked him out cold. He'll probably enter the NFL concussion protocol, might be out next week. So keep in mind or keep watching Teddy Bridgewater's injury because it really affects how Stefon Diggs does. We saw this week against the St. Louis Rams that Stefon Diggs just couldn't get it going, and that's largely a function of the St. Louis defense being so great, and also the fact that Teddy Bridgewater got knocked out in the third quarter, I want to say. So basically, Stefon didn't have a whole half with his quarterback. So the other big news and note that I want to bring up is the fact that DeMarco Murray is back. That Eagles offense has started to figure it out, and now that Sam Bradford in the passing game is coming along, DeMarco Murray is getting more running room. Played great last night against the Dallas defense. And I don't know how you guys feel about Greg Hardy, but I think that guy shouldn't even be in the NFL. So to watch him and the Dallas Cowboys, which is really just a terrible organization, lose for the 6th straight time was a good thing. I think Greg Hardy should be kicked out of the NFL, especially in light of the revelations of last week with the pictures coming out of his girlfriend's back after the incident. So I just don't understand how, in the 21st century society where, with social media as rampant as it is, and, how does a guy like Greg Hardy come back into the league after getting convicted domestic violence abuses and weapons charges in North Carolina, gets convicted, appeals, and she is so scared for her life that she doesn't show up for the appeal hearing. and the case gets thrown out, and he gets the record, and he gets expunged off his record because he won the appeal. It's ridiculous. It's disheartening to see that the NFL would allow Greg Hardy to be signed by the Cowboys. It's disheartening to see that the Cowboys as an organization would be willing to have a guy like that in their locker room and on their, representing, as a leader, as Jerry Jones called him a couple weeks ago. Kind of disgusting. So really like seeing Jordan Matthews catch a 40-yard touchdown pass to end the game. That's it for our Monday Mayhem. I'm going to post some week 9 or week 10 preview videos on my Facebook page and on my Udemy course. Obviously, the Facebook video will be half of what it is actually on the Udemy course. If you guys are interested in taking the Udemy course, the DFS Pro course, where I teach you guys how to research and build lineups to make money week in and week out on both DraftKings and FanDuel. I'm going to post a link in the description of this video. Go ahead and click that. It'll take you to my Udemy course. And that link is an 80% discount off my course. So thanks for watching this video. Let's get ready for week 10.